Grand Rising, peoples. Grand Rising this morning. Y'all know where we at this morning. That's where we at this morning. You heard? It's out this morning. Getting our little morning walk on. How we do? Like to listen to the sound of nature in the morning when the birds whistling. It's like a tune. They whistling a tune if you pay attention to it. Let's listen. You got your highs, you got your lows. Pay attention, listen. Yeah, we on Wilson Street. It's turned off 4th. Yep. Good morning, heathens. Good morning, heathens. Got Mother's Day next week. To all that celebrate Mother's Day. Mother's Day is every day in my category, so. Once you woke, you'll always be awoke. Do y'all want to get into the origins of Mother's Day? Or will I be spoiling it for most you heathens? Would I be spoiling it for most you heathens? The origins of Mother's Day?
According to History.com, following her mother's 1905 death, Anna Jarvis conceived of Mother's Day as a way of honoring the sacrifices mothers made for their children.
Y'all got that? The 1900s, the origins of Mother's Day. Anna Jarvis. That was her name. The daughter of Ann Reeves Jarvis, who passed away in 1905. You know what I'm saying? Mother's Day as a way of honoring the sacrifice mothers made for their children. Let's see. Let's look at some images, y'all. For those who didn't know, let me show y'all what Anna Jarvis looked like when they created Mother's Day. All right. Let's get to it. I've got a picture of her right here, y'all. That's the origins of Mother's Day. Y'all gonna do the research on it, but I ain't here to bust none of y'all bubbles. Like I said, the official Mother's Day holiday arose in the 1900s as a result of the efforts of Anna Jarvis, daughter of Ann Reeves Jarvis, following her death in 1905. Yeah. Let me see something. Once again, y'all, and I don't want to bust y'all bubble, but y'all know Mother's Day is another pagan holiday, right? We know that, right? Class. The traditional dates back to pagan celebration in ancient Greece in honor of Rhea, the mother of gods. See that? If y'all can read that. If not, it dates back to ancient Greece honoring Rhea, the mother of the gods. So I ain't want to bust y'all bubble and get into details with it, where you can do the history research yourself. But yeah, y'all. Hold on.
Throughout the world devote a day, or, in some cases, 2 or more days, to honor their mothers. The tradition dates back to pagan celebrations in ancient Greece in honor of Rhea, the mother of the gods. In Rome, too, Cybele, a mother of goddesses, was worshipped as early as 250 BC.
See that? See that, y'all? See that? Told y'all we come up here with some facts. I'm gonna bring the facts to y'all, but like I said, I ain't here to bust none of y'all bubbles and anything like that, but you gotta watch what y'all celebrate, and you also gotta watch what you put out in the universe. See that? You most definitely gotta watch out what you put up in the universe, put back out in the universe. You know? That's why I said what y'all celebrating these pagan holidays. But to each his own. Y'all part of the go along, get along gang. Y'all don't believe in no research. Huh? Y'all just, like I said, go along to get along. Person tell you to jump, you say how high. See? Yeah, I mean, I ain't biased. I'm gonna give them all a shout out, a play when it comes to this election thing. To each his own, though, y'all. Stop being part of the go along, get along gang. Start doing your research on these holidays, and that's what I call them, holidays. You know, that shit dated back to ancient Rome. we people from the sun. Ancient Kemet, Egypt. You see what I'm saying? But each culture has its own history. You see what I'm saying? Each culture have its own history. So I'm not up here to bash the pagan holidays, because the pagan holidays are traditional from their ancestors. You see what I'm saying? That's traditional from their ancestors. You know what I mean? That they celebrate. We, as people from the sun, don't celebrate these pagan holidays, these traditionals. You know? And like I said, to each his own. I'm not bashing nobody culture or what the fuck they celebrate. But for African people to adopt their tradition and don't even celebrate their own tradition is like hypocritical at that point, you know? Because we was taught not to know our history, dating back to ancient Kemet, better known as Egypt and Africa, right? We wasn't taught that in these schools coming up, and that's a fact. That's a 100% fact. We wasn't taught none of this about our history in these schools, man. And that's sad. And they wondering why, like the Bible say, a people of a lost tribe, you know what I'm saying? Because they wasn't taught their fucking history. They was taught everything else but their own history and where they come from. They might know where they come from, but when they show where they come from, they show the poorest lands in Africa to make African Americans say, I'm not African. I'm not from Africa. I was born in America. See how you brainwashed? We understand you was born in America, which half of us was, but it dates back. Like when you do your DNA test, right? When you get a DNA kit, you tracing back your millennium back to birth. So it's the same thing, brothers and sisters. When you say you're not African, when someone says you're African and you deny the facts, you denying your culture and you're adopting another culture to replace your own culture. And that's what's been going on around here for the last hundreds of years. African Americans been adopting other people's cultures instead of studying their own culture and find out the origins of an African American and his history dating back through the ancestors, our mothers and fathers from birth. Trace your DNA. And them DNA kits around here, I don't trust them. And that's a fact. Them little DNA kits they got around here for sale, I don't trust them shits, man. You sending your DNA, you don't know where you sending your DNA at. You know what I mean? You don't know where you sending your DNA at, fucking around. And they send you a fake ass result. Talking some bullshit. How y'all know where they sending that shit at? They putting that shit in the data. You know what I mean? In the computer data of your DNA. See? Back in the day, slavery was forced. Now, these niggas is willing participants. They say, oh, we got these DNA kits. Trace your heritage back. Niggas run around the corner in lines. They give up their DNA willingly. Motherfucker, study your own goddamn DNA. Do your own research and history. How about that? Y'all get A+ and pass classes in history, but don't even know your own history. That should tell you something right there. Something ain't right. Something just ain't right. You know what I mean? That's a fact. But like I said, you know, we just out this morning. I figure I dropped that jewel on y'all. And I don't know how I got on that topic about Mother's Day because I know it's next week. But once again, we don't hold people accountable. And most of our peoples are part of the go along, get along gang. So, to each his own, like I said. But like I said in the beginning, just watch the energy that you put out in the universe. All right? And watch the words that come out your mouth when you put it out in the universe. Because it'll come back tenfold. And that's a fact. And like I said, I ain't up here to bash no one. I'm just up here to tell the truth. Speak the truth. Once you know the truth will set you free of being a slave. Right? Not physically, but mentally. You're a slave, mentally. You sold your mind and your thinkings, and you don't even realize you did it. See? And they pushing this agenda, going against the Most High word. And I ain't gonna get into the conversation about it because it's another topic for another time. You know? Y'all know what I'm talking about. For those who don't, abortions. They still pushing that agenda. Abortion pills. You can do that. You can do that. We did the origins of abortions. And we did the origins of child parenthood, some shit like that. Parent childhood, where they get them abortions and pills and all that foolishness. To kill a fetus, to kill a human being inside their womb that they laid down to create. Wow. And most of y'all people that say, oh, I ain't had nothing to do with it. Yes, you did, bitch. Because you voted for it. When you push that lever at that point and you voted for that person that's pushing the agenda to kill infants, what the Most High say in the Bible, thou should not kill, right? And then that's how you start to think that these books that were created by men, these books that was created by men, Bibles, the Quran, the Torah, every book has a copyright date on it. I'm dropping these Jews on y'all. Every book has a copyright date on it. Right? Go back and look at the history of that year when that book was created. You see? Where's the person who wrote the book? Where his gravesite at? Where his artifacts at? Why these people don't even follow the laws of the Most High? Because they created that book that y'all worship every goddamn Sunday to keep you niggas in line. That's what it was about. In slavery, they used the slave. You couldn't be taught to read in slavery, or you'll be either killed or you'll be whipped. But when they did find a slave that was educated, they used him like a Nat Turner to go out and preach to the other slaves about a Jesus that split the Red Seas with sandals on. Right? But then Nat Turner used the Bible against them. They taught him the Bible and then he used it against them. You know? Because he realized, oh, I'm reading this shit and ain't nobody around here as far as the other races following the laws of the Most High in this book. They break every laws and rules of the Most High to change his laws and rules. Sad. And then when you part of the go along, get along gang, as they would say, if you were somebody that's committing a crime, you just as guilty as the person who pulled the trigger. That's what they taught us in these schools, see? But they don't follow these schools. They pick and choose who the rules suit for. You know what I'm saying? Grand Rising, King. Grand Rising, beloved. This thing look good here, man. Hold on. Yeah. Got a little bit of every flag down there. Ain't no hate. And none of that shit, y'all. Ain't no hate. It's all love down here when you're down here with the king. The energy is crazy. Yup. Out this morning, King. I see you ain't sweating this morning, King. See you ain't getting your sweat on this morning. What's good, King? Motherfuckers, hold on, y'all. Get this shit tight. Nah, man, keep that shit tight. Shit look good when you walk down here. Walk down here, you see the flags. You know, we got a bootlicking Negro that want to tear it down, you know what I mean? Look at that, y'all. Yeah. All right, King, I'm going to get my step on, King. I just out this morning. You know how we do. Talking to the peoples about these pagan holidays, the origins of holidays that most of our people follow, being part of the go along, get along gang without doing their own research, King. You know, it's enough is enough now. There's too many real topics going on in this real world to be taking time out to celebrate pagan holidays. But then again, I get it. It's their culture, tradition of celebrating these, you know, demonic holidays. So I try to wake the peoples up, keep them on point, King, and let them know, look, hey, wake your ass up. Enough of the foolishness. The research is at the tip of our fingertips. No need of us still being physically, mentally slaves. I understand we physically slaves by most of our people's working every day, punching that time clock, because they got to provide for their family. I get that. But once you admit you're a slave, you can begin the process of taking the shackles off your mind and stop celebrating foolishness and stop being part of the go along, get along gang. Right? With that being said, King, until the next time, we love you, King. And you're going to always be with us, King, no matter what the circumstances is. Ashe. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the fingertip, the knowledge is at our fingertips. We just got to focus on it. You know, just got to focus on it, man. Hopefully this fence right here will be locked up this week. Hopefully it'll be locked this week. Because it's this morning. Let me show y'all something real quick. Nah, we did that yesterday, so there's no need for me to do it again. It was already proven that the kids got in through here. See? They got to finish cutting all that debris and shit away from the fence so they can shut that joint and put a lock on it. I see they cut the grass right here. You know what I'm saying? See, they cut the grass and everything. Memorial here. Candle lights. Candle still burning. Yep. Sad, man. Real, man. It's the memorial here, yeah. Sad, man. Sad. But you can still get in, like I said, right through there. Not through this fence. But y'all already saying, I showed y'all how you can get in here. So maybe this week, I'm going to come back and check it again. If not, I'm going to go over to the city. I'll call Amtrak. Matter of fact, let me get that number. But that's probably their property. But they'll probably be arguing the facts. There probably ain't no number up there, y'all. But they'll probably argue the facts, like who fence it is and who line is on, who property line, and everybody will play the blame game. Like I said, we ain't got time for that shit, y'all. There's real shit going on out here in the real world. Our people still walking around this motherfucker blindfolded, man. And that's a fact. Pin the tail on the donkey. That's you niggas. Not all my peoples, but most you niggas. Still playing pin the tail on the donkey. And you know, with that process being done, you gotta be blindfolded. Fuck one. But anyway, y'all. Stay vigilant, y'all. For real, it's time to wake up, y'all. For real, it's time to take the blindfolds off. It's time to come out that deep sleep. Take the covers off your face and wake up. Train was coming on the other side. That SEPTA train there. The other side, I think, was an Amtrak. They go a little fast. They like the express trains. They cut through the local bullshit and get straight to the point when you're dealing with them Amtrak trains and shit. And if I could get you from DC to New York in like 45 minutes. Shout out to Fred Green, man. Shout out to Fred Green. I seen you, Fred Green, at the most definitely shout out to Stefan Roots. Most definitely shout out to Stefan Roots, y'all. That's my type of guy. That's a fact. Stefan Roots is my type of guy. No homo. No homo. All facts. Yeah, y'all. So, we did our morning walk, talk with the peoples. Every day I try to come up, or not every day, but every time I do a video, I try to spit some type of knowledge at the peoples so y'all can take it and do the research on your own. Don't take my word for it. Do the research. Do the research. And you know what I'm saying? And then come up with your conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Everything I say out my mouth is facts. It's facts, and you can fact check me. You can fact check me on what I'm saying. But they'll tell you that nigga don't know what he's talking about because I didn't go through the school system they went through of being taught how to be a slave and continue on being a slave. So, yes, they're going to say that. They're going to say that nigga don't know what he's talking about because they try to keep you away and keep you lied to, you know what I'm saying, and keep you bamboozled as long as you let them. So, I don't give a damn how many degrees you got and what colleges you graduate from. You're still a slave, and you was taught by the system. And with that being said, that means you was taught to continue on being a slave. Because with all the degrees and diplomas you got, you're still in the same predicament as me. You still get pulled over driving while black. I don't give a fuck how white you talk and how proper you talk. You're black and you will be a target. The same way the rest of us is targeted. Give a damn about that degree. It just goes to show you that you was a modern, loyal slave to the system. And that's a fact. Because most of y'all motherfuckers still paying back that money from going to college. You paying them to teach you how to be a slave. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You getting a degree on being a good slave on the plantation. A stand-up slave on the plantation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's get to that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Oh, that's too much talk. Oh, that nigga don't know what he talking about. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the jury, do your research on them pagan holidays. Each one. We're gonna do we're gonna have a test next week, class. Pagan holidays, we're gonna break that shit down in each lesson because it's a lot of them. But we need to know these traditional holidays and where it come from and where it started. Instead of just being part of the go along gang, being involved in that shit. Putting your energy out in the universe and you don't know what you're celebrating. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on with that. So under the sound of my voice, I'm gonna need y'all to do some researching, y'all. God dang, how long we done had this goddamn internet shit? Everybody should have a degree in being black. Yeah, most people do though. Other cultures do, because you adopt different cultures that you study. Like I don't have no problem, and I do study some Greek history. You know what I'm saying? It's good to know all types of different culture histories, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So when you see it, you can recognize it. It's not new to you. You see? But with that being said, we about to end the video. I love you all. Stand on your square, put the Most High first. Everything else will fall in place. Peace.